My name is August-Wilhelm Scheer. I'm here in the 10th floor of the so-called Scheer Tower. This building I built for 6 companies I founded and I'm invested in, and I have combined these companies to a so-called innovation network, and we are very close to the university. Out of my window I have a brilliant overview over the university, so we can collaborate with all the institutes around our work, especially with the computer science departments and other institutes which are very close to information technology or business administration. So far I have introduced myself, but of course first I would like to thank the organizers, especially the Global University Alliance and the Leading Practice, to honor me with the Lifetime Achievement Award of this year. I'm very proud of this, and I would like to express my deep feelings, that I'm really honored by this achievement. Especially I would like to thank Professor Rosing and Henrik van Scheel I phoned with, and I was in the United States when they called me, and it was really a very good talk. Business process management is on the table for now more than 20 years. I developed the ARIS concept, I think about 25 years ago, but BPR is still a hot topic: business process re-engineering, business process management, business process optimization. And I think it will be also a very interesting part for research work in the future, but also a big challenge for companies to implement business process management. When I look into the future, then I would say that we have to think about, do we have already the appropriate software architectures for business process management? Because the business software is a machinery for executing business processes, and in many cases these software systems were developed in an old-fashioned way, more function-oriented. They are able to be implemented in a process-oriented way, but therefore in the first step you have to describe the business processes, and then in the second step you have to have the technical knowledge to find out which transactions you need for supporting these different functions within a process and combine them and assemble them in a process-oriented way. I think in the future the software should be developed already from the beginning in a process-oriented way, so they should be easier to adapt to the specific needs of the users, make the user more flexible in using the software, and adapt the software to the single processes they have to execute in this moment. So this is, I think, a big topic for the future, to find out what is the software architecture for supporting business processes. But of course we have to think about content of processes. What are the optimal processes for a future-oriented industrial company? Here in Germany we are talking about the 4th generation of industrialization, and we mean with this word that we think that the Internet of Things will revolutionize the industrial companies. The Internet goes into the factories, but will also change the processes in the R&D department, and of course also in the logistic. And so we can go through all the different branches in our different industries to find out what will be their business models in the future. And so when we are talking about BPM, then it is not only a technique-driven subject, we have also to think about what will be the future in our industries, what kind of business models will come up, how innovative can we be when we think about new processes, but not only new processes, also very close to processes are the products, the combination of material products with services, And also, of course, we have to think about new materials which fit to a stronger customization of our products and so forth. So, to summarize this, I think also in the future we have a lot of challenges in research and also in practice as well. What kind of processes we need in our companies, what kind of research we need. And I'm looking forward in collaborating with your institutions, and I'm also looking forward seeing some of you next year at the conference. I try to attend there, and I'm also happy to be able next year to give a speech there. Thank you very much again, and have an interesting time in at your conference.